Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Big J Britt, Jimmy Britt, coming to you to talk to you about a few things. Listen, my first YouTube video in a long time. I apologize to anybody that's been waiting. My man Megatron, that's a big shout out to you because you've been asking. I've been doing the Facebook live videos. But anyway, today we're going to talk about LeBron James versus everybody. We keep comparing him to MJ, you keep comparing him to Kobe, you keep comparing him to Magic, keep comparing him to everybody. And what we're doing is we keep comparing him and you're not in the moment appreciating what he's doing right now. Also, Game 4 of the NBA Finals is tonight, June 8th, 2018. And lastly, just real quick about, I read Trevor Ariza willing to take less money joining the Warriors. We're going to talk real quick about people chasing rings, basically. So, as always, as you know, JTC represents. JTC is on the move. Check out my man Eric Wilson on Facebook, E. Wilson. He is traveling the country. He is doing his things, putting his thing down. If you ever want to know what true mentorship looks like, if you ever want to know what true nonprofit work looks like, if you ever want to know what a true person who puts his money where his mouth is, if you will, that's my man Eric Wilson, E. Wilson, the just the man behind and in front of the JTC, doing the thing, going behind prison walls, traveling all over PA, Texas, Chicago, California, Arizona. I mean, if you name it, he's been there. So check my man out. Visit www.jtconthemove.org. You can donate. You can buy some gear to help further the reach of the JTC. So, as I said in the opening, we are going to talk about, first off, the finals, Game 4 tonight. Obviously, barring the Warriors having a bad game, it's going to be a clean sweep by the Warriors. They're just a better team than Cleveland is. Cleveland's best shot was Game 1. Golden State didn't have a good game. LeBron put up 51, but unfortunately, with a late missed free throw, and J.R. Smith forgetting to look at the scoreboard before he caught the rebound, who knows what would have happened. I mean, they still would have had to make the shot. Went to overtime. Cleveland couldn't do anything in overtime and lost Game 1. But even if they win Game 1, they still lose the series in 5. They're just outmatched. So, obviously, it's not going out on a limb to say the series ends tonight. If for some reason Cleveland wins tonight, the series ends in Golden State, back at home in Game 5. So not really out on a limb. Now, what I do want to talk about is the fact that, and I've been one of the biggest people, especially when it first started, when Kobe was retiring, all the talk was about LeBron James better than Kobe, and I always defended Kobe. Obviously, I grew up watching Jordan. So it's just like everybody else in their eras. People love Julius. People love Kareem. People love Magic, Worthy. It all depends when you grew up and who you think the greatest is. That's basically what it comes down to. I grew up watching Jordan. I loved watching Kobe, even though just like everybody from the Philly area hates him because he talked too much trash on us. But still love the game. So my thing was, everybody's doing nothing but comparing LeBron to Kobe, to Jordan. Now that he's past Kobe, now it's Jordan, which is cool. We can debate it all day, but the problem is you're missing the greatness that is happening right in front of you. If all you do is read headlines, which is we're all guilty for doing nowadays, that's all social media is, it's all the internet is a bunch of headlines, is you see the Cavs down 3-0, and LeBron's choking again. That couldn't be further from the truth. If you actually sit here and watch these games, you're watching the greatest player in the game on the planet right now, regardless of how you feel about him against Jordan, him against Kobe, him against Magic. He is the greatest player on the planet right now, hands down. Playing right now, the greatest player. And you were missing him carry the Cavaliers and keeping them in the game. Listen, they are not losing by that much. Yes, is Golden State a better team? Absolutely. But if you take KD or Clay or Curry off that team, Cleveland can win this series. Cleveland 100% can win this series. It's because they have their super team why they're able to beat LeBron. And I'm saying LeBron because he is basically doing it by himself. He has J.R. Bumsmith, who can't have a consistent game for the life of him. Kevin Love, same thing. He's not consistent enough. I still think Kevin Love is a very good shooter, but again, not consistent enough. He's dragging them out. Now, there was a debate going on, and I 100% agree. If Kyrie was still on the Cleveland Cavaliers, I believe, I don't know if they'll be up 3-0, but the series is 2-1, either way you want to put it. And we're talking about tying the series up tonight 2-2. I'm still not going to say that Cleveland would absolutely win, but I think they could. I mean, listen, they're so close to beating Golden State right now. So you tell me that you're adding Kyrie back to this team? How can you not say Cleveland's going to beat Golden State? So that's beside the point. The point is, don't miss the greatness that's happening right in front of you. Don't be that guy that's going to be 20 years from now talking about, man, you remember when LeBron James used to play? You don't, because all you did was talk about the past. Enjoy what he's doing right now. Listen, LeBron James is one of the greatest athletes to ever play the game. All we talk about is how players go out and they act a fool and they're caught doing this, they're caught cheating, they're caught this, they get popped for drugs, PEDs, all this stuff. LeBron's never done anything. Heck, LeBron doesn't even get on social media that much. LeBron James is one of the greatest role models that this planet has. And we hate it. Now, granted, listen, I will debate back and forth and I'll throw stuff in there. Most of the time, I'm just arguing with guys that are just LeBron fans. Because, unfortunately, LeBron fans are kind of like Mayweather fans. If you try to say something about LeBron's game, they try to, like, insult your intelligence, stuff like that. So, but I'm sitting here telling you, as a basketball fan, anybody knows me, I'm a Philadelphia 4-for-4 guy. So I'm not like going around sporting LeBron James jerseys or nothing like that. But I am all about greatness. I support and 100% love greatness. I loved watching Jerry Rice and Joe Montana play when I was a kid. I love watching Tom Brady and Peyton Manning go at it. And I love watching LeBron James play against this super team. Because he's showing you how good he is. He's showing you how dominant he is. How he is taking basically a team. And somebody put on Facebook not too long ago, within a week. If you switch Steph Curry and LeBron James, because it's always, Steph Curry's always talked about as being one of the best players in the league, which he's a great shooter. Great shooter, great handles. But he cannot carry a team. Not at all. If you switch LeBron and Steph Curry right now, nobody else, just LeBron and Steph Curry, Cleveland's not even in the playoffs. And I 100% believe that. 100% believe that. KD, Kevin Durant, is the best player on the Golden State Warriors. So you can't sit here and talk to me about Curry being a great player if he's not even the best player on his team. Is he a great player? Is he going to be a Hall of Famer one day? Absolutely, because he's shooting the lights out. He has one of the best shots, if not the best shot of all time. Only person you can even argue with is Reggie Miller, which I do think his shot is even better than Reggie Miller's. But I'm just trying to show you how great LeBron is, and I don't want anybody to miss it. Just sit down and watch it. Stop with all the arguing. Stop with, oh, he had to go to Miami to get rings. Oh, he had to go here to do this. Oh, he had to go there to do that. Regardless, okay, he went to Miami. I didn't agree with the Miami move either. I was one of the biggest haters on the Miami move. But here's the thing. He went back to Cleveland. He took a team that couldn't win and made them champions just by his presence. And even now that Kyrie left 2 years in a row, or no, this year he takes them right back to the championship game again. NBA Finals. We all knew they weren't going to win the series. We all know Golden State's the best team in the league. Now, Houston game will run for their money. Houston adds one more piece. Guess what? Golden State's not the king anymore. Boston plays great defense. Boston's going to be a juggernaut when they get Kyrie and Hayward back next year. Boston versus Golden State would be very interesting. So this stuff's about to start full circle. Where's LeBron going to go? Is he going to go to Philly? Is he going to go to LA? Is he going to go to Houston? All depends what he wants. Does he want to win a ring right now? Does he want to win a couple more championships? I personally think he should stay on the East Coast and beat Golden State that way. And if that's the case, Philly's the answer. Listen, I'm 100% all about him coming to Philly. I don't want him to bring none of his buddies with him, but come to Philly. If you want to bring Tristan Thompson with you, okay, he can come off the bench. But you can leave J.R. Smith up there. He can go take shirtless pics on whatever boat he wants to in Cleveland. We don't want him in Philly. Keep your non-scoreboard watching self out of here. So that's my thing on that. Don't miss the greatness that's happening right now in front of you. And that goes for all sports and everything in your life. With that, you know, I know I was going to talk about Ariza and the thing, but I want to twist this joint on you real quick. Think about this. Just like I said, we're watching the greatness that all we're doing is paying attention to all the, well, he's not better, and you're missing the greatness that's in front of you. How many times do you miss the greatness that's happening in front of you in your personal life? Because all we do is watch social media. All we do is watch the internet. All we do is watch TMZ. All we do is watch World Star Hip Hop. All we do is watch all these things, and you're missing what's going on in your life. Are you missing your kids needing you? Are you missing something? I mean, how many friends of ours do we have that are trying to do entrepreneur stuff? Start a movie business. Start a sports talk show. Start a whatever. Whatever the case may be. My man Prophet out there battle rapping for Philly, putting them on the map. But we don't support local people because all we do is look for a celebrity. You can tell me everything that Beyonce's doing, what she had for breakfast. You know, what kind of diapers they have on the baby. But yet, your guys on the street trying to bring up the community, the guys on the street trying to do the thing, trying to hustle, guys that you know you work with, you're shoulder to shoulder every day, you know nothing about. You don't know what they're doing because you ain't paying attention to them because they're not on TMZ, because they're not on it. You know what? They could be on TMZ one day. They can be on the news one day. But they need your support. So stop focusing on all the other stuff that's going on all the way out there. People that are unobtainable and that you don't even know or will never meet. And support the people that are right next to you. Bring up your children to be the next great things. Support your spouse and whatever they're trying to do. Support your friends, co-workers, whatever it is. Bring them up because that's how we bring up this community. That's how we stop the indifference that's between us. That's how we stop the upper 1%, the people that are really have their foot on our throats. White, black, green, or orange. We're sitting here fighting each other, but we're missing the big picture that's right in front of us, and that we need to be coming together and loving one another, loving on each other. Loving on each other. That's all I got for today, man. It's your boy, Big J Britt, Jimmy Britt, reminding you, as the JTC always says, if you're going to have a conversation, make it a good one. Remember that website I told you. Check my man, Eric Wilson, out. And also, shout out to my man, Emmanuel Baldwin. Philly Stiltman. He has 100%. You want to talk about people doing big things for the community and bringing themselves up? This dude has literally taught himself how to walk on stilts, taught himself how to juggle, taught himself how to make balloon animals, and is becoming something that is big. I mean, he was just at Fox News. He was just talked about being in South Philly. You need to look up Philly Stiltman because he is literally the epitome of what I'm talking about. Somebody in your community that's doing big things, trying to rise up the kids, the youth, trying to do good things, bring smiles to the faces, and nobody's paying attention. Philly Stiltman, my man, Emmanuel Baldwin. Love you, brother. Keep up the good work. My man, Eric Wilson. JTC, doing big things. In your backyard, from Texas, traveling everywhere, doing big things. Eric Vada, doing big things. Prophet, doing big things. These are local people that need your support. So look them up. Listen, this is your boy, Jimmy Britt, reminding you, if you're going to have a conversation, make it a good one. Don't miss what's happening right in front of you. Deuces.